What is going on, guys? It is There's 11 back here, episode 2 of the Cleveland State Vikings Lacrosse Dynasty. This week, we're going to be taking on the Air Force Falcons. And just to give you a little background, I went and checked to see how they did in their first game. Looks like Air Force took down the Cornell Big Red 14-6, so pretty convincing victory there for them. So it should be a good test for us. Take a look at the standings quickly, which are just basically like the rankings, power rankings more or less. You can see the Vikings are in there number 12 overall, which is really good after our 15-8 win last week over Bellarmine. And then Air Force is down at number 20. So two pretty highly ranked teams going to be squaring off. That should be a really good test for us. Like as I said in the last video, I would be bumping the difficulty up to All-American for this one. So it should be a good game. Without further ado, let's get this game started. Take a look at some of these bonuses here. I'll definitely buy the attack as it's cheap, and I think leave these other ones. And this will also be our first home game of the season, so that's exciting. Don't think I've done the black jerseys yet, so maybe I will do those. Let Air Force wear their whites. Yeah, so I was thinking about probably starting to put up some other games on my channel, kind of starting with this one. I'd like to get it rolling with a few more games in, but after that I might start doing some different games. I've got Project Cars 2, as well as even some non-sports titles like Grand Theft Auto 5, Destiny 2. I play Steep, which is a snowboarding, skiing kind of game. So if there's any of those games you guys would be interested in seeing, please drop a message or let me know, and I'd be more than happy to make some videos with those as well.
I'm Eamon McEnany. Hello and welcome. Looks like the stands are filling up.
Yeah, and I
here
changed our home field to look more like Cleveland, Ohio. So there's some bigger buildings in the background, which is kind of the campus of Cleveland State is really close to downtown Cleveland, so it's definitely an urban feeling campus. As I stated in our previous video as well, we actually have a home and home with Air Force this season. So the first half of it is our house, and then later in the season we're going out to Colorado to take on the Falcons at their home ground. Also, you might notice in this video I added the ball trail. Just makes it a little easier to track the ball as we're playing. I figured since I am doing this for YouTube, make it a little more viewer friendly for you guys.
Erickson has time. Puts it wide.
Shot goes wide there for Air Force in their first attempt.
Looks to shoot.
Just couldn't quite stop them there, and Air Force gets the first tally of the game.
Set and ready for the restart. It's 1-0 for the away team. Moore cinches it, and the home team goes straight on attack.
Alright, Stephen Riley diving down the middle.
Not a good pass
I think
there
my
on
stick
attack.
got
Ball
jostled
goes to the
there as
ground.
the ball got
Blue
knocked
ball.
out of bounds. So we'll get the turnover. Just gotta watch that middle. Oh, and our back defender is able to bump Air Force into the crease there. Also, I think I discovered why I might have been turning the ball over so much. It really helps if the guys turn to look at you before you pass it to them. I think I was just throwing some blind passes. Oh, very nice save by the goalie there for Air Force. Also, anybody who watched my first couple videos will notice there's no longer the yellow ball marker, and that is due to the fact that I'm playing on All-American now. You kind of lose that ball tracking mechanism. So it will make it a little more difficult shooting, but you're still able to direct your shots. It's just not showing you exactly where they might end up at. Nice stop. Nice stop there. We'll see. I played around with it a little bit before I started the broadcast, this difficulty. So we'll see if it really proves to be significantly more difficult. I was having easier time scoring, actually, although it's still early in the game. So Air Force pots their second goal there.
Play resumes. We're underway again here at Providence Park. The away team have some work to do at the X. More, making them look pretty ordinary so far.
And there, we were finally able to convert the chance. Braswell just went with the patented between the legs bounce shot. So Cleveland State, as we're gonna hang in there. There may be some early season nerves in this one, the first game in front of the home crowd, but hopefully we'll get all the jitters out and just settle into playing good team lacrosse here.
Boom! Wide of the goal with that shot. With the shot.
Well, as I said, Air Force is definitely not a slouch of a team by any means. So this is a good test for us, I would say. I definitely think they're a better team than Bellarmine, who we played in the last video.
Lines up, shoots. The ball goes to the ground. Misses the mark with that shot.
Well, middle's open.
Riley, bam, great goal.
And Riley, who's been a pretty consistent scorer for us, at least in these first few games we played, gets the bounce shot to go as well. And all knotted up back at 2 here.
Here we go again. It's 2-all. Moore gets in first, and the home team have the advantage. With a blast. Knocked loose.
Looked like it may have got bumped in the back there, but nothing called by the referees, so we play on.
And straight to the keeper.
Yeah, see, that was a great example of what I was talking about earlier. I did not wait for the guy I was passing to turn to look at me, and the ball went sailing. So that definitely helps a lot if you're able to throw the pass as the person you're passing to is making eye contact with you. Of course, they'll sometimes slightly turn to... Oh, we're able to come down and take our first lead of the game there. Just ripped it through. Third straight 5-goal goal for Cleveland State.
More and 9. The home team wins the face-off and they get
Reed Wagner comes away with it. And we'll go into the 3-1-2 offensive set. Definitely am a fan of this one. Their shot bounces.
And it's turned over.
Trying to find the open space.
Steps in to shoot and wide.
I think my hand may have gotten stuck on the button there. And I actually took a shot from behind the net. Sent the ball down to the opposite end of the field, but call Air Force for the crease violation, so it all works out in the end for us. We got about 25 seconds left, so maybe just burn a few seconds to try and get the last shot of the quarter here. And that worked out as I was hoping, as the defender in the middle came to double team me and was able to dump off to the open man, but the shot goes wide.
With the chance, the ball
that shot gets ricocheted.
Not on target,
we try and beat the goalie to it. We do just get there. 5 seconds left. I got the shot I wanted, but Air Force goalie holds up, and I'm going to the first quarter break with a 1-goal lead. Not a bad first quarter play for us, especially considering it's my first full game really going up against the All-American difficulty level, so maybe a little adjustment needed on my part. Atkinson had the nice move there, but I may be missing that little yellow marker a little bit, so it's going to take a little bit of getting used to this new shooting system. It's a little more realistic, I think, not having that, though. It makes you sort of feel out where you're shooting at a little more. So I do think I like it better, even though it is a little trickier.
Leans in, nothing there. Great pressure.
And they're able to knock the ball out of my stick, and then they promptly turn it right back over. So back and forth in the midfield. This game is going. Braswell doing pretty good to hit there. I was able to swim past them and fling it. Kind of surprised I was able to get that one to go in, but just past goalie's left foot there. And Cleveland State's out to a 4-2 goal lead now.
Providence Park. Nice win on the face-off. 9.
It definitely does seem that the face-offs are going to be a little harder to win on this difficulty mode, which is good. It was a little lopsided previously on just on the senior difficulty, so that was definitely good.
Looks to bury. It goes.
I was able to come down and bury that one as well, and now we're out to a nice 3-goal lead, and actually on a 5-goal streak.
Here we go now for the reset.
Ross Moore is able to win the face-off battle, get it up to Reed Wagoner, get it down to the offensive zone. Trip Smith's all alone. Send the defender over to cover him. We'll try and get the ball moving around the key a little bit. Kelly Griffin had a little bit of space there, but not able to finish the opportunity.
Not a pretty pass.
And Air Force tosses the ball away. Air Force, it doesn't seem to be playing particularly well so far.
Has a look.
It is still early in the game. I thought I had the man open there. Try a long shot and send it a little wide, but had the backup, so we're able to get the ball back. I want to see if I can get some distance shots, and that time was, yeah, exactly what I was looking for. Was able to swing into space, just let her rip. Skips along the ground and in. One more look at it. Yeah, they just, Air Force defense was not in the middle of the zone there. Had all the space I needed to get that shot off. And Cade Ferris comes away with it, and it's up to Baron McIlvain to set it up again. See if we can grow our advantage a little. They take a little contact in the back there,
and sends it
And then the
loose.
ball gets knocked
Blue
out of
ball.
my stick.
Fakara.
Air Force brings it up. They try and stem our what's now a 6-goal streak.
Wasserman. Rue.
Oh, that was a very nice goal there for them. Past a couple defenders and just to the left of my goalie, who is powerless to do anything about it. And one last look, a very pretty goal.
Moore at it again against 9. Watch them scrap, even if they don't win the initial draw.
Ross Moore is able to come away with it.
And the home team
So our goal
goes
streak
straight on
there is
attack.
over, but still in a pretty good position. The 3-goal lead. Try and get some offensive flow going. I thought Stinson might have found a little more space there.
Sanchez.
As I try and dodge Sanchez. Lost I can't quite seem to get it on my stick for some reason. Finally, Sanchez picks it up. And the shot clock actually goes on for us. I'm just trying to find some open space.
Goes for the shot. Puts it wide.
Engelman's able to get there, and they'll reset the shot clock for us. Oh, no, it won't. We got about 40 seconds left. We still try to find that opportunity.
Save. He's good. The away
It was just
team
a tough
will get
possession.
chance now.
I may have been playing a little too much one-on-one ball when it should have been passing it.
He's in. Money in the bank.
And Air Force comes down and quickly gets a goal.
For the game, the away team moves to 4.
As they just really had nobody defending at 51 there. Yeah, just wide open. So not surprising that we gave that one up.
Set and ready for
And
the restart.
Air Force has trimmed it to a 2-goal deficit at this point.
Moore cinches it, and the home team
My long
goes
stick comes
straight on
away with
attack.
it. We'll get it up to Ben Stinson. And ball gets
Away
deflected
team
away.
Come up with it. The home team come up with the possession. Chance for them now. Shoots. Saved by the
There's
goal.
about a minute left,
Keeping
so
goal today, doing a reasonable job.
able to hold for the last shot. Our last possession. Be great. Pickett thought better of diving in as the long stick there.
Stick check in the attacking zone,
And they
the
just
offense
get
has
away from
broken
Wagoner,
down.
not able to retrieve it. Now Air Force will probably have an opportunity.
Holly.
We'll see if they'll try and work for the last shot.
Slings it, puts it
They
wide.
take a wild
Blue
shot
ball.
and goes out of bounds. 23 seconds left now. Oh, and they foolishly
Miscalculation there.
step on the
Holly
crease
gets
line with
flagged.
really no
Just taking
defender
things a
around
little
them.
too far on that occasion.
You can see even on the hardest difficulty level in this game, they're not, computer opponent I should say, is not prone from
Steps in and shoots.
making
Saved by
silly
the goal.
errors. As we are shot blocked, about 3 seconds left.
Burt.
See if they'll throw it up. Nope, and that's going to
And
be
that
the
marks the halfway point in this match.
The
And
halfway
home
point.
team managing to increase their lead over their opponents after stealing the lead in the first quarter. It's 6-4 here at Providence Park.
So you can see it's we've been out shooting them just a bit, but not enough ball movement for us. We got just 59 passes. They have it to Air Force's 81. They've also won more of the ground balls, and actually the faceoffs are once again fairly lopsided for us, 10-2, and time of possession in our favor as well, which usually goes along with faceoff wins. Really, I think not a terrible half for us, but definitely like to see some more passing, which I think will lead to some better opportunities offense for us.
Back to the face-off X for another scrap.
As we get this third quarter started. Able to come away with our 11th face-off win. Oh, as I just absolutely demolish the defender and then get the goal too. What a sequence there. Just lowered my shoulder and was able to get the high corner goal. That was definitely highlight-worthy play. It actually looked like I got my shoulder into his back.
Well, they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing.
So that is definitely the way you'd like to start off the half.
Might want to check themselves into the nearest institute.
And Rossmore takes the face-off once again.
After face-off after face-off.
Here comes Ackerson down the left side.
Try something else here because they are losing a heck
Dump
of a
off to
lot of
Wagner.
possession out there. And gets
We
the
just
goal.
lets it go, and we get two very quick goals. About 22 seconds total, starting off the third quarter. So Vikings coming out flying. He puts the ball just on the left side of the net there.
The home team have been clicking at the X. They're coming away with the lion's share of possession. One gets the feeling that the visitors have been a bit complacent here. They
Looks like
really should be
Rossmore
trying to
will
mix things
take the
up.
face-off
We are
once
set
again.
to resume. It's 8-4.
Cade Ferris into the zone.
Braswell.
Dump off to Braswell.
Braswell shoots. Fakara catches that one as easy
Shot.
as you like.
Oh, as the
away
ball
team with the
goes
chance
sailing
there.
for Air
Green
Force.
ball.
I'm a little surprised that they're having this many turnovers on the All-American difficulty, but I guess it's can happen to anybody. Like I said, once I noticed the frequency of my passes going sailing of guys that just weren't looking, it seems that I've been able to correct that problem
6.
personally, a little bit at least.
Riley with the shot. Saved
Probably
by
could
the
have worked
goalie.
for a little better shot in that situation, but
Gasser.
we'll get back on defense. Try and get it back.
Garofalo with time
That was a
and room.
dangerous situation.
Goes wide.
Lucky for us what goes sailing. And Air Force yet again tosses it away. So been able to get the ball back here without really
Smith.
having to do too much. Trip Smith goes in a circle.
Sanchez.
Sanchez was
Fakara.
somewhat open there, but the
Transition
goalie
opportunity
closes
for
in
them
quickly.
now. Holly has the ball now. Ooh, wide shot.
Oh, and
there.
got lucky
He'd like to
there.
have that back.
Air Force attackman actually got past me and then
Garofalo.
sent the ball flying. And Jesse Erickson for Air Force goes into the
Earns himself a
crease.
personal foul. The home team with
And
a
we'll get the
chance
ball
now.
back. See if we can't work for a good opportunity here. We got those two very quick goals to start the quarter, but since then it's been tough sledding in terms of just trying to get good looks, let alone score. And Jax Braswell gets the ball knocked out of his stick. Should be able to get
And
that
they
one
get it
back.
back.
Ben Stinson goes back for it.
Price.
Oh,
Here's a
Brandon
look
Price
and
was able to
scores.
slide
3 in a
past his
row
man
for
and
the home team. They've
get the
taken
good
up a notch.
good shot off. As the second defend 91 came closing in as well. So really a nice sequence there. The pass to set it up was
The home team have been in
really
dominant form
the
so far this
highlight
game.
of that play.
The coach for the visiting side might want to consider
You
giving
sometimes have to be
someone
careful
else a
about those
try.
passes from behind
Things
the net,
clearly not
at
going
least
their
in
way
the
so far.
previous Casey
Every
Powell game we
face-off is
did, because
important.
the
Let's
goalie
see
would
who comes
intercept
away
them a
with it
lot.
here.
So we'll see if that's still kind of the case in this game, or if you can get away with a little more.
Riley has time.
Yeah, that was a
Fakara chalks up a save.
sharp angle shot there. Probably not the best look that I could have gotten.
Erickson.
Air Force throws it around in
With a chance.
front of my net.
Oh, quick thinking. Koopman with the save.
Koopman
The home team
gets
will
the
be
stop,
happy with his performance in
kicks it
goal
up the
so
field.
far.
Kelly Griffin swings it over to long stick. Brandon Alvarez diving in, and why not? He lets it go, and it bounces off the post. It goes flying off to the right. Cleveland State gets it back.
And he shoots.
Really had a good look at it there. Just sent it a little wide. Maybe still getting used to the shot mechanics.
Sees space, shoots, and wide.
We're getting shots off at least. We're getting the ball back.
Sanchez.
David Sanchez gets in trouble. He's able to dump it off. Oh, Braswell gets just rocked. So we'll try and reset this. Right back to Braswell. I think the ball may have bounced off the post there again. So he almost comes right back from just getting obliterated and almost scores.
Winds up the cannon and goes boom.
That would have been a very long goal for Air Force there. They were able to convert. We'll give it to Cade Ferris. Going down the middle. Too many defenders. Kicks it out to Jackson Braswell to reset. Oh, Braswell once again gets knocked. But Air Force steps out of bounds on the pickup.
Stinson with the catch.
Stinson dumps it to Cade Ferris in the middle. Kicks it back to the outside. Oh, they got their stick on it. They're able to knock it out.
The home team come up with it. Gasser.
Looked like we may have knocked it out there as well, but the ball went straight to Air Force. Wagner picks it up. Oh, we really had a bad turnover there. Not sure what happened on that exchange.
52. Clanks off the pipe.
And we are saved by the bell there as the quarter ends. Air Force had the ball, very dangerous situation.
It's 9-4. The home team.
So we got the 9-4 advantage going in the last quarter. Should be pretty comfortable, but you just never know, so we'll play it out.
Watch them scrap, even if they don't win the initial draw.
It's a good opportunity to just get a little more practice in as well moving forward this season. We kick it to Stephen Riley. Gets pressured. Oh, and they leave Ben Stinson all alone.
Misses the mark with that shot.
Not able to convert on the opportunity. Braswell gets bumped. They're double teaming now, so you know somebody's open.
With the shot, knocked loose. The away team come up with it.
Got to Brandon Price, but not able to finish.
There's a shot.
Oh, I just left the man for a second. And 8 on Air Force, able to convert that. You can see I was closing in on him, but he had the space that he needed and the time, so they make me pay for my mistake there. Cut the advantage to 4. As long as we keep winning face-offs, and even if we're not getting goals, if we're just burning some clock here, we can really make sure that we don't give this game away in a silly fashion. Really just need to play smart. I let that rip, send it a little to the right, and didn't have backup, so unfortunately I will go back to the Falcons. About 4 minutes left here.
Collects. Pass goes wide of the mark.
Air Force once again has an unforced turnover. So kick it to the goalie as we try and clear. Cade Ferris bumps it up to Kelly Griffin, who has a wide open running lane there. Trip Smith gets bumped out to the outside. And we'll reset. Dumps it to Braswell.
With the shot.
Oh, wide open Kelly Griffin, and he's not able to convert. As Air Force actually triple teamed the guy with the ball there. They're really sending a lot of pressure at us. And I finally am able to make them pay for the aggressive double and sometimes triple teaming. Just dumping it off to the open man in front, who pots the goal. sometimes you don't have to get too fancy. You just need to get to the open man as close to the net as possible.
It's 10-5 for the home team.
So we put our advantage back to 5, and after that goal, you know, really we've taken pretty commanding control of this game. Before, when it was a 4-goal advantage, you sort of were thinking if they were able to get the next one, it was still a possibility that they might come back, but it's going to be really difficult for them now. They once again leave Brandon Price wide open. He just buries it again. And it actually pinged it off the left side of the post there, so really a nice goal.
I think it's time for the visitors to try a different tactic here. They're losing too much possession at the X. That's going to have an impact.
Yeah, and if we're able to keep having this sort of success, the face-off dot this season, it'll really help this team. I mean, we really do have a good defense and goaltender, so if we're able to win the possession a lot, it'll just be tremendous for us. Kind of the way, if anybody watches NCAA lacrosse, you know, Denver these past few seasons had one of the all-time great face-off guys in Trevor Baptiste, and it's just such an advantage in lacrosse if you have a good face-off man. Oh, Air Force hits an absolute bomb there from deep. That might be the goal of the game. A really deep shot. Now, luckily, we still have a 5-goal advantage, so hopefully it won't be too costly for us. As Ross Moore takes the face off once again. Logan Eckerson. We have a silly turnover. But as I was saying, yeah, I mean, if we're able to win the face-off battle more often than not, feeling pretty confident about our we should be able to have a pretty good solid first season of the Dynasty. I really didn't have that much experience with this Cleveland State team, or really this game in general. I mean, I've only played a handful of exhibition games before starting this Dynasty, so I'm liking the way that we've been playing these first few games. As they once again just are double teaming me, and Braswell able to complete the wide open opportunity in front of the net. Although I suppose this late in the game, when you're down by 5-6 goals, you really need to get aggressive. So Air Force is, you know, doing everything they can, trying to get back into, I wouldn't say it's a blowout, but a game that's solidly in our control. And we once again are able to score, and that one looked like it may have actually bounced off the goaltender. It looked like it did. It hit both of his legs, so probably a ball the goalie should have stopped in that scenario. Let's see if we can see one more time what might have happened. Yeah. Kind of hit between the wickets there. The ball trickles in. So we take a 13-6 lead with just over a minute left. Ross Moore just continues his dominance. And we'll just try and kind of kill the clock here. Take an open goal if we can get it.
The ball goes to the ground.
As a goalie, looked like he might have kicked it out of the crease in that situation.
Chance here.
Oh, we're able to stick it away from him. Some nice late defense there. We get it up into the zone with about 30 seconds left, so probably just try and kill the clock. As I say that, they just continue sending double teams at me, so it's hard to pass up a wide open shot like that when you get it even this late in a blowout game. So Ferris gets the wide open look, converts.
Face-off X for another scrap.
So Cleveland State really putting on a show for the home fans and the what is actually the home opener. I was trying to get away from the defenders there, and they were able to bump me just enough to knock me into the crease. Oh, and we actually absolutely lay him out there. Cleveland State not giving up anything, even in the closing seconds. So that will do it. As you see, I get the difficult customer trophy. Have to take a look at that later. Not entirely sure what that was for. But we'll certainly take it, as we will take this home opener win, as come out on top of the Air Force Falcons, 14-6 at home. We'll take a quick look at the statistics. You see, we really had a big advantage in shots on goal. We did do a much better job of passing in the second half, as it's something I really tried to focus on. So that, I think, was pretty instrumental, helping us, play stronger in the second half than we did in the first half. Ground balls were even, and you see the face-offs we just dominated. I mean, you're gonna have a hard time winning any lacrosse game if you lose a face-off battle by 20. Yeah, Reed Wagoner comes away the MVP of the game honor. So all in all, a really solid effort for us. I suppose Air Force Falcons are going to be looking for revenge later in the year when we go out to their house to play them. So they will have a shot to even it up with us. See, I hit 2 of the goals for the CXP awards. Achieve at least 2 ground balls in a match, which I did, and score 3 goals, which we definitely did. So we get some CXP points as well out of that. So yeah, we've moved to 2-0, as you can see, and we'll just take a look at the schedule to see what we've got coming up in the following week. It looks like we will be taking on the Mercer Bears. So a team from the SoCon Conference, I believe. And it looks like they actually played Air Force as well and fell to them by 4. So common sense would dictate a team that we beat by 8, and we should be able to have some success against a team that they had also defeated. But I guess you just never know in sports. But yeah, guys, that'll do it for this week's video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're liking what you're seeing. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next videos. Cleveland State will be taking on Mercer Bears. See you guys.